What's up, everybody? I don't have anything planned to talk about this week. I don't have anything. There's really no new updates. I do want to go into, first of all, let's see what news. See if I can keep you guys updated as far as being in Ohio goes. Well, that's not surprising. A lot of politicians are going live. Here we go. Okay, so one of the grocery stores I work at, let's click on this real quick because this was a controversy thing in my neighborhood group. 2 employees were diagnosed with the virus, but the stores are still safe to shop in. One of them is in Harrison. The other one is in Middletown. I'm going to copy this real quick. Bam. So I can make sure that's posted correctly. The stores where they worked remained open that afternoon, and corporate spokesperson wrote both locations were safe for both customers and associates. And of course, everybody wishes them a speedy, safe, healthy recovery. Really sucks. Thank God it was not my store that I work in and shop in on a daily. On a side note, who is looking forward to Bad Boys for Life? Holy crap. Who is looking forward to that? Right here. Me, right here. Yep. Oh my gosh. Bad Boys 2, now Bad Boys for Life. One of the best trilogies ever. I cannot wait. I'm so psyched to see that. I'm looking at an ad for that right now. So it trips me up. Love that. Let's go to Kentucky right quick. My hometown. Home state. Louisville. Some Kentucky churches held a Palm Sunday service in defiance of Governor Andy Beshear's warning against in-person worship. Dozens of people were at a Maryville Baptist Church in Louisville on Sunday, news outlets reported, and a video showed a pianist playing and choir members singing during the late morning service. I don't get to go to my church, but y'all gonna expose everybody in your area by going to yours? I have to sit here and watch my services online. Can y'all just stay home, please? And so we can all eventually get back to our lives. That would be a freaking amazing. Thank you. Stop being a douchebag. God. You people are just not going to get it. Like, you get ticked off that they're taking away my rights. They're taking away my rights, which stay the hell home and we'll all have everything back again. Okay? Like, gosh, the sooner everybody just complies with this crap, the sooner everything can just go back to normal. He said the prohibition violates the First Amendment and states' constitutional rights. Roberts said he has encouraged social distancing at his church and asked people at high risk of infection to stay home and watch live stream services. It's not against First Amendments. Like, shut up. They're not actively trying to just shut down churches. They're not actively just trying to, whatever. That's not what they're doing. It's not a thing against religion. It's got nothing to do with being against religion or religious beliefs or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with a virus that is killing people. Okay? Stay home. Worship your God at home with your family. Read your Bibles at home with your family. And, people are so freaking frustrating. And of course, let's click on this because just the headline doesn't surprise me. U.S. wasted months before preparing for the pandemic. As the first alarm sounded in early January that an outbreak of a novel coronavirus in China might ignite a global pandemic, the Trump administration squandered nearly 2 months that could have been used to bolster the federal stockpile of critically needed medical supplies and equipment. A review of federal purchasing contracts by the Associated Press shows federal agencies largely awaited until mid-March to begin placing bulk orders of N95 respirator masks, mechanical ventilators, and other equipment needed by frontline health care workers. By that time, hospitals in several states were treating thousands of infected patients without adequate equipment and were pleading for shipments from the Strategic National Stockpile. The federal Catch of Supplies was created more than 20 years ago to help bridge gaps in the medical and pharmaceutical supply chains during national emergency. Now, 3 months into the crisis, that stockpile is nearly drained, just as the numbers of patients needed critical care is surging. Some state and local officials report receiving broken ventilators and decayed, dry, old, rotten masks. We basically wasted 2 months. Kathleen, Health and Human Services Secretary during the Obama administration, told the AP. As early as mid-January, U.S. officials could see that the hospitals in China's Hubei province were overwhelmed with infected patients, and many left dependent on ventilator machines to breathe. Italy soon followed, with hospitals scrambling for doctors, beds, and equipment. And it goes on and on. But that is not surprising. Of course, the government took their sweet time to help us, just like they did with Katrina. Many people, many people did not have to die. So many hundreds and thousands of people did not have to die. They waited way too long. They knew about it, and they waited too long. That's why I say it's their fault. It doesn't matter who the president is. When you wait too long, when you know about something and you wait too long, yeah. Now all you care about is, right now, is getting reelected and saving your brand. A Cincinnati firefighter tested positive for the virus. Governor Beshear of Louisville, Kentucky says social distancing is working despite churches gathering. A man is arrested after streaming an Over the Rhine block party. Are you? Well, Over the Rhine, yeah, of course you're high. I don't know who Acton is. She looks like a doctor. Without clicking on it, she endorses the use of hand-sewn masks to prevent some transmission, which they're not the best, but you're not breathing on people when people do happen to come in close contact with you. When you're at the grocery store, you have your mask on, you're fine. You're safer than not having a mask on. A lot of people are doing drop-off locations, and they're offering packets for schools. It looks like small business guidance and loan resources, $350 billion in federal small business loans are now available. I don't understand that. Okay. A group acts of kindness. Here's what I want to click on. Let's go. Let's share some good vibes. Group raises money to provide free meals for first responders and medical professionals in Westchester, Ohio. For the past week, a group called Friends of the Front Line is working to lift the spirits of hospital workers and first responders in Butler and Warren counties. The group has been collecting donations and working with local restaurants to provide lunch for people on the forefront of the healthcare crisis. They start deliveries at the Westchester location of the University of Cincinnati Medical Center on Monday. With the help of some friends, this person formed a group and they called it Friends of the Front Line. You probably hashtag that and look that up. See if you can do something like that in your area. That is amazing. That's amazing. Um, what is this? Grocery store clinics are at risk now, but there are also some Ohioans only healthcare option. Ohio Department of Health Director Amy Acton, okay, that makes sense, said the issue of some sick Ohioans visiting clinics inside grocery stores is a work in progress. Okay, understand that you're sick. That is a public place where people bring their families still. They don't just go one by one to the grocery store. No, we're gonna make it a family trip. So if you're sick, you're exposing people in the grocery store. I understand completely, but they need to find, then if that's the case, then they need to find a way for that area to be blocked off, or maybe a walk-up window or something like that. But if you're sick, stay home, because that's just not cool. Not cool. I have been in contact with some managers at my work, and as soon as my masks come in this week, I will be back to work, and I'm scared. Shitless, not even gonna lie. It's not that I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to go back to work during this, because people are just catching it. Whatever. There was a person in our Milford Meyer that caught it. I don't know who it was. It's nobody's business who it was, but I'm glad that I know that someone in that location got it. I don't shop there anyways. I would never waste my money in that pathetic excuse of a store run by crappy managers. But yeah, so but that's literally right there, down the street and to the right. Is literally around the block, and is across from the store. Like, I work here, and then across the highway, byway, whatever state route that is, it's right across that. So it's crazy. It's crazy. What is this? Kroger announces a temporary hero bonus pay raise for frontline employees. Kroger announced on Tuesday a temporary $2 pay raise for all of its frontline employees, as the chain of grocery stores have seen a surge in demand. The $2 an hour raise will be applied to hours worked from March 29th through April 18th. This announcement is in addition to a bonus that the company announced last week. The one-time bonuses, which is $150 for part-time employees and $300 for full-time workers, will be paid out on Friday. Our associates have displayed the true actions of hero, working tirelessly on the front lines to ensure everyone has access to affordable fresh food and essentials during this national emergency, says Rodney McMullen, a Kroger's chairman and CEO. The hero bonus is just one more way we continue to convey our thanks and gratitude not only to our existing associates, but also to the more than 30,000 new hires who have joined in the past 2 weeks and those who will soon join the Kroger family companies. Recently, we announced an appreciation bonus for our hourly frontline associates. This gesture was to thank our associates for everything they have done during the past few weeks, says the senior vice president and chief people officer. Kroger joins Target and Amazon in increasing worker pay by $2 an hour temporarily. Target has also increased the pay of its frontline workers to a minimum of $15 an hour through May 2nd. Amazon also increased the pay of its frontline workers $2 through the end of May. So that's amazing. I guess that's the hazard pay meme that I keep seeing going around. Frontline workers should be getting hazard pay. Well, there we go. I'm sad to say I haven't been working the past couple weeks. I was sick for 2 weeks and home, so I was not able to work. I was not only self-isolating in my house, not even leaving my house, but I was self-isolated in my bedroom. So I had my windows to look out of. That was all I had. So I am feeling better now, and I'm ready to go back to work. So as soon as my masks come in, I will be on the front lines with everybody else. So I'm just glad that I am feeling better. It was kind of comical. I noticed a post in a neighborhood group chat. Somebody had mentioned the Milford Meyer employee who had tested positive for the virus, and obviously, at work, you're one of the frontline workers, whatever, not your fault. You're doing what you got to do. Nobody was shaming this person, but somebody had commented that, why are you shaming, this poor worker? Can't we just get supplies and try? Who is it? We'll take supplies to their house. That's a great idea, but under legal circumstances, they cannot be named for good cause. If they choose to come out and be like, yes, I'm the one that tested positive. I did not. I worked up in this section. I never went to that section, so you guys are safe as far as that. That would be nice for them to do that. Like if I was to test positive and I worked in a frontline store, then yeah, totally I would do that. But hang on a second, guys. But it's totally up to them to do that. But the person did make a good suggestion saying that they would take some supplies to that person's house, drop it off at their door or whatever. Hello, what is up, shocker? Just doing quick. I don't really have anything planned. I've had a rough week, so I didn't have anything planned to discuss. So I'm just kind of going with the flow, updating as I go, as far as my area goes with this whole coronavirus. You would think I would be playing massive video games, being stuck in the house and sick and everything, but nope. I did an unboxing video the other day. Got some Bath and Body Works stuff, and just absolutely, this is it right here. I have got to get more of this. Wow. Definitely have to get more of this. Beach. At the beach. That is what it's called. It's called At the Beach. It's a shea butter hand cream from Bath and Body Works. I have to get the bigger version of this. I am now addicted. It's like being out in summer. I love it. Zen. Absolutely love it. But yeah, no, I've been better. My head's not right. Dealing with some depression stuff, but yeah, no, I had a gift card. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, if you can't be outside and enjoy the sunshine, at least you can smell like it, right? But I've been playing Minecraft a lot lately, and binge watching shows. So that's another thing I wanted to touch on. We're all stuck in a house, and I keep seeing a lot of posts. So I finished my show. I don't know what else to watch. So, does anybody have any suggestions? You're talking to the binge queen right here. I can sit here and binge watch an entire show, an entire series in a week. No problem. So my recommendations for binge watching shows would be Roseanne. If you grew up in that generation and you know who Roseanne is. Whether you agree with her real life politics or not is not the point. The show is bomb. She is very relatable. The show is comical. The show is drama. It's just an amazing show. And there's quite a few mini series. Hang on, I will find out how many seasons in Roseanne. Let's find that out. 10? I want to say. Groot. Stop. There's somebody outside working on the electric. Groot, sit. Stop. Come here. Oh my gosh. Come here. You're okay. It's okay. I know. So it looks like there might be 10 seasons of Roseanne. And it started in 1988. I know. But oh, is he scaring you? Hey, I'm not scary. Tell him, hey, I'm not scary. There's my baby. There's somebody outside working on some on some electrical boxes. It looks like out there. So yeah, he's a Chihuahua and a wiener dog. So he's our little guard dog. But Roseanne is definitely a show. Is Roseanne in Netflix right now? Let's find out. I know that it comes and goes. So, it does say Roseanne is available in Netflix. If you have Netflix, you can watch Roseanne. Another good one. Thank you. Another good one is Fresh Prince, of course. Who doesn't like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or anything with Will Smith in it, for that matter? Let's see, Blue Bloods. Hello. One of the best cop shows I have ever seen in my life. My brother had a rabbit once, and it just stank. It was cute, but it shed, and I didn't want to touch it, and it stank. So I stayed away from it. But Yorkies are amazing. I love Yorkies. Eventually I'm going to get one. But so Roseanne, Fresh Prince, I should have wrote these down. Blue Bloods, if you like cop shows. Oh my goodness. Law and Order SVU is still running. They are still airing episodes. They are still filming. So, and they have a lot of seasons. So there's that. If you guys are into like Grey's Anatomy, you can watch all 16 seasons on Netflix. The 16th season is going to be the last season of Grey's Anatomy. Boo-hoo. One of the best medical dramas ever. I also like The Resident and Station 19 and New Amsterdam. I like The Good Doctor, but it's no House. House was definitely one of the top best ones to binge watch as far as TV shows. If you want to do like a movie weekend thing with your family, like we do this like every other weekend, we'll have we'll stream movies. Like we'll do every single Harry Potter, or we'll do all of the Lord of the Rings, or we'll do all the Fast and Furiouses. And then we'll just pick one of those. And it's like every other weekend. And each person in the family gets to pick what series they want to watch. So we could watch Aladdin and Aladdin 2, or we could watch, 3 of the Little Mermaids that was out, which nothing tops the original, but whatever. If you're into like the animes and the, Toy Stories and that kind of crap, that's good for you. We've even binge watched all of the Ghostbusters in a weekend. So like you can do a movie weekend with your family, stuff like that. Right now, my husband and I are watching All American. It is on Netflix. It is badass. Excuse me, I can't hold back on this. This show is the bomb. If you came up with Friday Night Lights and oh my goodness, what is that other show? Hang on, I'm about to find it. Fear Factor is on Hulu right now. Let me go to my stuff because I have some in here. Empire, Flashpoint, SWAT, Chicago PD, Ghost Adventures, Chicago Fire, One Tree Hill. That's what I was thinking of. If you came up with like One Tree Hill and Friday Night Lights, you like shows that keep it real, and it's actually based on a true story. So All American is definitely one of the best. We'll also do a Rocky movie marathon, which includes the Creeds, or Transformers, or something like that, I'm a Phantom of the Opera type person, so I'll do like a Phantom of the Opera, and I'll do Newsies and Chicago. I love me a good musical, so Phantom of the Opera looks like it is on Hulu right now. Good Will Hunting, Waiting to Exhale, Fighting with My Family, and those are just a couple of the things that I have in my stuff on Hulu. My 600-Pound Life is in there. If I was to just browse TV shows in Hulu, let's see. Let me dislike. I don't like that. So there's no way to dislike that. Okay, because I don't like that at all. I'm not even gonna. I don't know what a lot of this reality crap is, so I'm not even going to mention it. I don't do a lot of. When Sharks Attack, that looks like that could be good. Here, let me add that to my stuff. I like that. I've mentioned before I can totally binge watch Blue Planet, and that's my thing. The Voice is on Hulu, if you're into something like that. If you want to watch a bunch of fake women go after a fake man, there's The Bachelor. No, stop. Tanked. That is I love that show. Tanked is amazing. It's about people who build fish tanks. And I don't mean just fish tanks. I mean, they get the best fish and they make the best tanks. I want them to come to my house. I want this wall knocked down and I want that to be a fish tank. They would come here and they would make it happen. Yeah, that's what they do. And they do celebrities' houses, and it's freaking amazing. I love them. They're cheesy and, in a cheesy, comical kind of the way they interact with each other, but it's a great show, and I love it. The Simpsons is on Hulu. Hoarders is on Hulu. Hello, let's add that to my list. That always makes me feel better about myself. I seriously have OCD, and I struggle with depression. So, Undercover Boss is on Hulu. Worst Cooks in America, the Celebrity Edition, Hulu. The original Brady Bunch TV show is on Hulu. Survivor, never saw it, but that's on Hulu. I know a lot of people talk about that. I see a lot of people talking about that on social media. So, but that's on Hulu. The Golden Girls is on Hulu. That's never going to get old. Cake Boss. My daughter Courtney loves the baking shows and shows like that. So, I don't know. America's Funniest Videos, 30 something, I don't know. But that's on there. 30 years of America's Funniest Videos. It's called LOL. That is on Hulu. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm on Hulu right now. Just stuff that I totally, highly, highly recommend. Stuff that you can binge watch, just spitting out ideas. Doogie Howser, MD, is on Hulu. That's crazy. That is crazy. Doogie Howser, MD. Oh my gosh, he was such a cutie back then. I don't even know. Numbers. If you like a great cop show, like FBI and stuff, there's Numbers. There's quite a few seasons in it. Absolutely loved it. Hated that they stopped filming. Was so looking forward to more of that, but they ended it well, so I guess. But I'm not going to ruin any of that. But Numbers is he solves crimes. Like one of them is an FBI agent, the other one's a mathematician in school. Like he's a teacher, so he solves crimes with numbers. Literally, that's what he does. Blows your mind every episode. Crazy. But that's a good cop show to watch with the little family drama because they're brothers. And Criminal Minds. Married with Children, if you want to get a little eccentric, if you're kind of one of those on the edge of being good and on the edge of, I've seen too much. MASH is on Hulu. I do not recommend the TV show Lost. Do not. It will be a waste of your time. I promise you that. I can't even watch the Bernie Mac show without crying. Cannot even do that. Not really seeing anything else that I would recommend. Family Matters is in Hulu. Hello. That was an amazing show. It was a great show to watch with your family. Right there. Amazing show to watch with your family. Will and Grace was cute, but I just couldn't get into it. Don't really look at what's popular, so couldn't care less there. But yeah, we've also done an Avengers weekend. We'll watch every single superhero movie, and we watch them in order too. We do the same thing with Star Wars. So, but that is a good thing for you guys to do. Everybody's cooped up in the house. You're all looking for something new to watch, something exciting to watch. So, I mean, there's just a few things right there. I could do an entire list of freaking TV shows that I've binge watched, and oh my gosh, movies. So I don't know why they made 10 Things I Hate About You a TV series, but the movie was kind of cute. Ally McBeal I couldn't get into, but that was cute for what it was. The original 90210, like with Jenny Garth and Brian Austin Green and Ian Ziering. I say his name wrong every time. That's on Hulu. The kids and I, we watch that sometimes. Burn Notice was absolutely amazing. Loved Burn Notice. Loved Burn Notice. And we can't deny any of the CSIs. Miami was my favorite one. Dawson's Creek is on here. Ghost Whisperer was really, really good. The Good Wife was amazing. Hated how it ended. So disappointed with that. Really ticked off. She is a fabulous actor. How they ended that ticked me off. I won't mess with it. Nope. I feel like that was almost a waste of my time. Like, for real. But the entire show was good. Like, it was nice. I liked it. Lost is a waste of your time. You should not ever watch Lost. Lost should have never been a thing. Was so ticked off about that. Nashville. I liked Nashville. Nashville was a good show. I didn't think I was going to get into that. I really didn't. And then Hayden Panettiere popped in, and I'm like, oh, America's Sweetheart. Hello. I can get down with some Hayden Panettiere. I really like her. She is a good actress. Loved her. Oh my gosh. Why are you in that show? You're supposed to be in Station 19. What are you doing, girl? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Rescue Me was a good TV show. I did not get into Prison Break, though. I tried. I watched it. I tried. Roswell was surprisingly interesting. I don't believe in aliens or anything like that, but as far as like the drama goes, it was. I could sit there and watch it with my family. It was all right. Junior, my husband, has been watching Sleepy Hollow. He watches that show. He's more into like the sci-fi type stuff. I don't do that very much. Sons of Anarchy is in Hulu. Great show. Cannot wait to watch Mayans. Is that what that is? Yep. He's also watching Smallville, which it's good for what it is, I guess. If you don't know what Smallville is, there's something about he's Superman. If you're a Trekkie, we have Star Trek, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Star Trek: Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Enterprise, and then Stargate SG-1, whatever that is. So it looks like the full series dramas of those. So it's enjoy the full arc of these bingeable drama favorites from pilot to series finale. So you'll get to watch all of it if you're a Trekkie. I grew up watching Star Trek, but I don't really care too much for it. I am not a Trekkie. Do not like Star Trek. I tried to get into the X-Files. Could never get into the X-Files. I just couldn't do it. It's not a thing. If you like cartoons, if you can sit down and watch cartoons with your kids, screw like all the Pixar crap and the new crap that's out. Go to Hulu, and they have a section called Classic Cartoons, and we have the Animaniacs, and we have Pinky and the Brain, and we have Pinky, Elmira in the Brain, and we have Tiny Toony Adventures, and there's Powerpuff Girls, and there's Rugrats, and Sonic Boom. And if you liked Doug, Doug is in there as well. Teen shows that are on Hulu is The New Party of Five. Looks pretty good. I would like to try that out, actually. I'm going to try that out. And I was a Gossip Girl fan. Believe it or not, I was a Gossip Girl fan. I liked Gossip Girl. Binged watched it twice. I think Courtney and I would walk around the house all the time saying XOXO, just to tick off the rest of the boys that live here. But that was fun. We had fun watching that one. I don't see. Oh, those are international. Okay, that's why I don't. Perfect Strangers, y'all. Come on. The original Full House. Step by Step. The original Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The original Saved by the Bell. And hello, Living Single. If y'all remember that from back in the day. And then we have MASH and The Wonder Years and Designing Women and Cheers and Frasier and The Lucy Show and I Love Lucy and Here's Lucy, Taxi, The Brady Bunch, Wings, the original Beverly Hillbillies, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Dick Van Dyke Show, The Bob Newhart Show, and The Odd Couple from Classic Customs. So those are also really, really great shows. Maybe educate your kids on some of the TV that you came up with, because they're really funny. They're really great. Although if something is in black and white, Courtney rolls her eyes. But, she sat through The Sound of Music. So you never know. Like, hey, watch it. We're only doing, you only have to watch this once a week or whatever. Watch an episode or two a week. Just kind of broaden their horizons to the stuff that's shoved in their faces today through TikTok and all this other crap and all this Modern Family garbage. Like, those shows just are trash. Not sorry. Daria is in my stuff now because Daria's in here. Saved by the Bell, The College Years is in here. Those are ones that I recommend. Those are shows that I recommend and movies that I recommend to be binge watched. And then, of course, if you play games with your kids and you guys are feeling a little cabin fever, download Pokemon Go to your phone. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know the first thing about Pokemon. I don't know anything about Pokemon, to tell you the truth. All I do is I do my swipes and I catch what I can, and that's pretty much it. So you download Pokemon Go and you guys can just go for a drive, honestly, through your neighborhoods, and you just, obviously not while you're driving, but As you can see, I'm just sitting in my house and there's Pokemon that have just spawned in my house. Now, I happen to be right by a gym. That is what a gym looks like. And these are just Pokemon. One of them's swimming around with me. Actually, I have a fish walking around with me. But yeah, so I think I actually have all of these. But when you go to catch a Pokemon, that's what it looks like. I don't have a lot of balls because I haven't really played since I worked at that arcade. That arcade was a gym, and I was like always swiping and stuff. So I was popping and swipe, and I caught it. And that is, yep. But you just go into here, and you have your options, and you just click on. So I can click on it. I don't know because it's so bright. Shows my Pokemons that I have. These are just all the ones that I've caught. And I try to keep 2 of each because some of them evolve more than once. So I like to have one of everything. I don't know. It's just crazy. But you guys can just drive around your neighborhood just to get out of the house or whatever and chillax. And you guys can just swipe and have fun with that. Another thing that we've done is we created a Realms on Minecraft. Realms is free. It is not a server per se. I think it's free. No, he paid something. I don't remember. If you're interested, let me know. And I'll run downstairs and ask him and I'll bring it up in the next video. But yeah, it's Realms. And basically when I want to go in there, I can go in there anytime, whether somebody has it open or not. And I can sit up here and play with Courtney, who is playing downstairs. And because I don't have a mic yet, she'll just call me and we'll talk. And Junior will just call me and I'll have it on speaker. And if they need something, I can grab it. But yeah, you can just go through and build houses and fight mobs and do stuff like that. You are not working. Like, are you? That's what you get for getting a cheap arcade lava lamp. Yes, there we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. But, so, I mean, there's that. So, yeah. But there are different things that you can do with your kids. Obviously, if you have smaller kids, it's probably a little bit easier. Their attention span is smaller. But if you have crayons and coloring books, board games, puzzles, and cartoons, you're pretty much set for the day. If you have a backyard that they can play in, that's even better. But stay home and stay safe. Because now a lot of the frontline workers are getting sick because so many people are going out at a time. Like when Junior and I have to do an essential run, it's either him or it's him and I. It's not all of us. We just don't do that. I have ordered masks for the kids though, for when Junior just takes Courtney, because the last time he just took Courtney and I couldn't go because I was still sick and I was not going to chance it. So yeah, so I just stayed home. But we've ordered them masks so they can wear masks when they go out. They have little anime characters on them from their anime show. I don't know. But, and then mine's one of the ones with the valves. And then we have another one that has like 40 filters that comes with it. So, but yeah, just, also, fear over faith. Hashtag fear over faith. Faith over fear. I'm sorry. I totally said that wrong. Hashtag faith over fear. It's something going around in a couple neighborhoods that I've seen where if you put a cross in your front yard, whether you're religious or not, it's not about being religious. It's about being faithful and choosing faith and being strong and choosing to be calm and not panic during this pandemic, during this chaotic time. And it's a message of hope. You might not be a religious person or anything like that, but you don't have to be. Put a little cross in your window, something for your neighbors to see. There's actually some cheap candles that you can get that There are some that you can plug in. There's some that's battery operated, but you can just put it in, turn it on at night, put it in your window, turn it on at night, put it in your window, and it's just like a sign of hope for your neighbors. You know what I mean? Just a message just for everybody to stay strong and stay calm in this absolutely ridiculously chaotic time. But yes, so I'm not a high risker, but my anxiety is up having to go back to work this week. Not entirely happy about it, but I mean, it is what it is. So I have my masks and I have gloves. So there's that. It is after 6 though. So whoever was downstairs gaming is done. I'm going to go eat some supper and we're going to continue watching All American on Netflix. So if you guys watch it, make sure you follow me on Twitter at GothiChippy25 and let me know what you think. I think it is a fantastic show. Bree Z is in it. She is the bomb. Love her. She is in my Spotify Be Like No One playlist. It is BRE-Z. She has got flow that I have not heard since Eve. Some of her newer stuff is studio buys, so I'm not happy with that, so I don't really listen to that. But some of her original stuff is raw and real, and I love it. And she is just amazing, and she is a good little actress. Love her. So check that out. Taye Diggs, I think that's his name. He's in it. So yeah, but I mean, it's about not just football. It's not just about football. It's about coming up from Crenshaw. It's about coming from Crenshaw to Beverly Hills. It's about, addiction. It's about family. It's about, teammates and friends and fun. And Courtney's into it. Jordan's into it. So it's something we've been sitting around watching in the evening when we eat our supper after we've had our day. This morning was busy for me. I was up, I was showered, shampooed, and self-tanned before I even ate breakfast. Then by the time I went down to eat breakfast, it was almost noon. So I totally fixed breakfast while I made some more spaghetti for the chili that is still in there for them. And I did all that. I put the dishes away out of the dishwasher. I came up here and I ate breakfast, and while they were downstairs playing Minecraft, and it is a cloudy, chilled, like it's chilly outside, like it's kind of cold. One day it's 60 degrees and the sun is shining and it's beautiful, but then again it's Ohio and the weather's more bipolar than I am. So, but we are doing the best with what we have. So there's that. But yeah, that's just some TV shows that you can totally binge watch. And it's just some things that you can do with your kids. I know everybody is getting frustrated and everybody just wants to go outside and everybody just wants everything to go back to normal, but it's not going to go back to normal until you just stay home and comply with everything. So let's do that. And hopefully the sooner everybody does that, the sooner we can all just continue on with our lives and get back to some kind of normalcy or routine or something. But until then, make your routine work for you where you're at. And don't stop moving. If you are stuck at home, turn on some music and just do some little dancing around your house. Like, there's your exercise right there. I do more of an intense one for my workouts, but I don't stop moving. Like Sundays, obviously, I don't really do anything. It's family day. He's off now on Sundays. So, but yeah, keep moving. When you do go grocery shopping, try to eat healthy so that you're not sitting around Like the memes are going to post and are being posted that you're going to come back out of quarantine fat with nails out to here and your roots are all showing. And we got this. We're all in this together. So stop being rude with your neighbors. And for all you people who hoarded toilet paper and now you're trying to return it, why don't you try donating it? Because in a lot of places it's actually illegal to try to return that now. So, like, I'm literally seeing pictures of people with carts of toilet paper trying to return it instead of donating it in times like this. Like, I understand you probably didn't realize you were going to have rent to pay. That's your fault. You were the idiot that bought 15 packs of toilet paper. The world is not ending. There are still trees. We're still going to have toilet paper. Like, calm down. But yeah, the sooner everybody calms down and just stays home, the sooner we can probably all get back to our lives and have fun. But that was a little update from the virus, from our neighborhood and our state where we're at, and some TV shows that you can binge watch with your families that are family friendly. A lot of the crime shows are family friendly, but some of them are pretty gritty, like Law and Order SVU. If you don't want your kids to be exposed to that, that's up to you. I watch that with mine. It's not something I hide. That's the world that we live in. So, and them having a mother who has been sexually assaulted, it's good for them to know what to do in those kinds of situations. Thank God it has never happened as of yet. Our daughter just turned 14 and we have two boys. So one's 19, one's about to be 17. And so far, other than being bullied in school every once in a while, they haven't had to deal with the harshness of life. So today's live was going to be about mom life, but I've got some stuff going on in that subject area, and I just don't want to talk about mom life right now. My heart is broken for that subject right now. So there's things that I want to say and get off my chest, but I probably shouldn't. There's some of those things probably need to be said, but I'm not going to. But I am always here for my kids. My kids can always come to their mama, and nobody will ever replace their mom. So I'm always here for them. They can always come to me whenever, and that's all I have to say about that. So, but that is the update, and that is the stream for today, for this week. Anything happens, I may have an unboxing for the masks, so I'll show you guys the masks that we got. And then we did order some aloe vera. We'll be making our own hand sanitizer since we can't find hand sanitizer anywhere. And yes, we bought it off of Wish and Amazon. And a lot of people say, well, all this stuff from Wish comes from China. Not all of it. And even if it does, it comes packaged. And I sterilize everything that's been coming into my house. So I'm not going to put something over my mouth and my nose that's not clean. So that's not my kind of clean anyway. So yeah. So, but I did share out a code with a couple of friends from Facebook. If you guys download the Wish app, here's a code for you. You can save up to 50% off. But yeah, if you're interested in that code and you have the Wish app and you guys are going shopping online, let me know. I think I still have it in my email. I can refer friends, and that's the code that you guys can use to save up to 50% off. So, hope you guys have had a great week. Hope you have a fantastic upcoming week. If you have any new video games ideas, send them my way. If you have any fresh movies ideas, send them my way, because I'm always looking for new movies. I am like one of the biggest movie critics out there. I will watch one and then I will do a review on it. I might start doing that again. Something I wanted to do a while back, and I don't think I ever complied with it, but yeah. But we have fun, so with movies and TV shows. And if you watch any of those TV shows with your families or by yourself, let me know what you think of them. So, but I am going to go downstairs and have supper, and we're probably going to watch some All American and just relax as a family. So, you guys stay ride or die, stay home, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys later.